So there's this awesome story that I'm reading through First Chronicles about David being appointed king and slowly sharing how mighty men join him, and the ark begins to be moved from where it was to being moved back into Jerusalem. And when it finally gets to Jerusalem, like there's this a massive celebration, and there's lyres and harps and cymbals and singing and rejoicing. And then David writes this song in First Chronicles chapter 16, and halfway through that song it says this. It says, "Sing to the Lord, all the earth, tell of his salvation from day to day, declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous works among all the peoples." The really cool thing about that is that it says, "Tell of his salvation from day to day." And so this month of December, this first week of December, we're actually having at the end of service about there's a certain amount of time set aside for those individuals to share, practically to share their story, their salvation story. And what I'm asking each of you to consider is, would you be willing to lead the charge in that? I'm looking for about 10 people each service, 10 at 8:30, 10 at 10, and 10 at the 11:30. That would be willing to show others in our congregation who might struggle with sharing their story in like an elevator kind of speech, in like a minute to 2 minute talk of what it looks like to share your salvation story with someone. The whole series is built around the idea of sharing your story and being the light of the world, to leading up to Christmas and Christmas at the Warner. And so, if that is you, if you would step out in faith and kind of be that example at each of those services, I'd love for you to reach out to me. If you could just email me at scott@whoisgrace.com to let me know that you'd be willing to do that the first Sunday in December. I'd greatly appreciate it, because we're moving forward with it. At the end of the sermon, we're going to have a time for that. And then we're going to actually ask people to stay and listen, and then maybe have a couple of exchanges. So if that's you, would you just please prayerfully consider doing that, and then reach out to me an email at scott@whoisgrace.com. Love each and every single one of you, and I'm so grateful to be able to walk alongside and serve our great God and praise him like David did in his song of thanksgiving in First Chronicles 16. Love you guys. God bless. Have a great Thanksgiving.